Hello everyone. This is fourth lecture of income tax for BCom 5th semester students. Today we are going to see some illustration on assessment year, previous year and person. All these three terms, that is assessment year, previous year and person, we have studied in previous class. Today we are going to see certain examples or illustrations how assessment year is recognized, how the previous year is recognized and how the person under which category it falls is recognized. Before we move on, let us understand what previous year means, assessment year means and what is a person. What is a previous year? It is the year in which the income is earned, is known as previous year. What is the assessment year? The assessment year is the one in which the tax is levied or an assessee has to pay tax in that particular assessment year based on the income earned in the previous year. And who is a person? A person can be individual, Hindu undivided family, HUF, company, firm, LLP, association of persons, body of individual, local authority or every artificial juridical person is known as person. Let us move on to the illustration part. First one is state the previous year in respect of all the following cases. So you are given 5 different cases. You have to recognize which is the previous year for that particular example. What is the previous year? The year in which the income is earned is known as previous year. Okay, so let us begin. First one, Rahul was appointed as a manager in a limited company on 1/7/2018. He was confirmed on 31/12/2018. When is Mr. Rahul appointed as manager? He is appointed on 1/7/2018. Means in which year he falls? Our every financial year starts from 1st April and ends on 31st March of next year. So he is employed or he is appointed in a company on 1/7/2018. So he is into the year 2018-19. When he is appointed on 1/7/2018 means from 1/8/2018 he will start receiving the salary. When is he earning the income or salary? He is earning it in the month of 2018 itself. And when does it fall? It falls in the year 2018-19. So what is the previous year? For first case, that is Rahul was appointed as manager in a limited company on 1/7/2018 and he was confirmed on 31/12/2018. Date of confirmation is irrelevant. Okay, so when he is appointed, from when he has started earning the income or salary is important. From that point of view, we have to see. So the previous year for this is 2018 and 19. That is 1st April 2018 to 31st March 2019. Coming to next, Ganpati leased a house for residential purpose with effect from 1/8/2018 at a monthly rent of rupees 5,000 per month. Ganpati has given his residential house on lease basis. On when? 1/8/2018. Means from 1/9/2018 he will start receiving the rent for his house. Therefore, in which year he is earning the income? In the year 2018 and 19 he is earning the income. That is the reason this is our previous year. 2018-19 is the previous year because he has started earning income of rupees 5,000 per month from 1/8/2018. Coming to third example, Megha started her business in April 2006 and the profit and loss account for the year ending 31/3/2006 showed, actually it has to be year 2007, year ending 2007 showed a profit of rupees 70,000. When did Megha start a business? In the month of April 2006. So from April to March 2007. Make the correction, it is 31/3/2007. From 2006 to 2007 is her previous year. Why? Because she has earned income from April 2006. That is the reason from April to March 2007 is the previous year of Megha. Coming to next, Apurva sold her jewellery on 1/6/2016 at rupees 5 lakh. When did she sold the jewellery? When did she sell the jewellery? It is on 6/7/2016 at rupees 5 lakh. So, what is the previous year? It is 2016-17 is the previous year for this example. Fifth one, Alan won lottery of rupees 2 lakh on 1st January 2012. When did he receive the lottery? 1st January 2012. So, does it mean that the previous year is 2012-13? No. The previous year is 2011 and 12. Why? Because the year starts from 1st April 2011 and it ends on when? 31st March 2012. So 1st January falls under this year, that is 2011 and 12 and not 2012-13. Just remember this. I hope you have understood this. First answer is 2018-19. Second answer is 2018-19. Third answer is 2006-7. Fourth answer is 2016-17. And the last answer is 2011 and 12. This is about the previous year. The previous year is the year in which the income is earned by the assessee. And what is the assessment year? The year in which the tax is payable. Okay, suppose I earn income in the year 2018-19, I am liable to pay tax in the year 19-20. So, the year in which the tax is payable by the assessee is known as assessment year. So, next year to the previous year is known as assessment year. Coming to examples or problem on assessment year. First one is, Megha started a sole trading concern on 28/8/2020. Megha started sole trading concern on 28/8, that is 28th August 2020, means she will start earning income from this date itself, that is 28/8/2020 only she will start earning the income. So 28/8/2020 is year 2020-2021. What will be the assessment year? Assessment year is next year to the previous year, or the year when the income tax is payable by the assessee. So when she will be earning income in the year 2020-21, she is liable to pay tax in the year 2021 to 2022. So the assessment year for first one is 2021 to 2022. Why? Because in the year 2020 and 21 she is earning the income, but she will be paying tax in the next year, that is 2021 to 2022. Coming to second example, Bajaj won betting of rupees 10 lakh against Tata on 9/8/2010. Which year it is earned? 9/8/2010. Therefore, 2010 to 11 is a previous year. When is Bajaj liable to pay tax? 2011-12. So the assessment year for second one is 2011-12. In the year when the income is earned, it is known as previous year. So the income is earned in the year 2010-11. So next year you are liable to pay tax, that is 2011-12 will be the assessment year. Third, Prajwal was appointed as a manager in a company on 1/1/2015 and confirmed on 1/1/2017. Prajwal is appointed in which year as a manager on 2015, that is 1st January 2015. He has started earning the income from 2015. Confirmed when? In the year 2017. When an employee is confirmed, it is irrelevant. When the income is earned, it is important for us. So, he has earned income in the year 2014-15. Why 2014-15? Because the year starts from 1st April 2014 and ends on 31st March 2015. So this date falls in the year 2014-15. So the previous year is 14-15. Therefore, the assessment year will be 15 and 16. I hope you are getting this. Next, Ganesh leased a house for ₹7,000 per month for residential purpose. Again, Ganesh has given a house on rent basis, that is lease basis, ₹7,000 per month for residential purpose. Here you are not mentioned the year. What to do when the year is not mentioned? Whenever you are not given a date or the year, always assume the present assessment year. What is the present assessment year? It is 2020 and 21. Whatever income that is being earned in the previous year 2019-20 will be taxed in the year 2021. Therefore, the assessment year is considered as the present assessment year whenever you are not given the date in the sum. So, the assessment year for fourth example, that is Ganesh leased a house for ₹7,000 per month for residential purpose. The assessment year for this is 2020 and 21. Fifth, Ambani won lottery of ₹1 crore on 31st December 2019. Which year this 31st December 2019 falls? It falls from 1st April 2018 to 31st March 2019. So, he has won lottery of ₹1 lakh in the year 18-19. Therefore, he is liable to pay tax on the same in the year 19. He has earned lottery in the year 1920. I'm sorry. Just make the correction. Ambani won lottery of ₹1 crore on 31st December 2019. In which year does this fall? That falls from 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020. This is the previous year. 19 to 20. What will be the assessment year? 20 to 21. Whatever income is earned in the previous year is taxable in the assessment year. So, assessment year will be 2021. So, answer for first one, Megha started a sole trading concern on 28/8/2020. The answer would be 21-22. Bajaj won betting of ₹10 lakh against the Tata on 9/8/2010. Means the assessment year is 2011-12. Prajwal was appointed as a manager in a company on 1/1/2015 and confirmed on 1/1/2007. As I said, date of confirmation is not relevant, but when he is appointed is important. He has started earning the income from 2015. So, he has earned from 14-15. The assessment year is 15-16. Ganesh leased a house for rupees 7,000 per month for residential purpose. As the date is not mentioned, we assume that it is in the previous year he has earned the income. That is the reason the year 2020-2021 will be the assessment year. Ambani won lottery of rupees 1 crore on December 2009. 1920 he has won, so 2021 would be the assessment year for fifth one. Coming to the example on person. Before we see the sum, let us understand who all falls under the category person. A person can be an individual, can be an HUF, a company, firm, LLP, association of persons, body of individuals, a local authority, or every artificial judicial person who does not fall in above categories is also a person. Let us see the example. Determine the legal status of the following persons. Now tell me, RCU Belgavi, Rani Channamma University of Belgavi, what kind of person is it? Is RCU an individual? No. An HUF? No. A company? No. Firm or LLP? No. Association of persons nor the local authority. Therefore, Rani Channamma University of Belgavi is artificial juridical person. If any category does not fall into first 5, then it is artificial juridical person. Now, second is Reliance Limited. Reliance Limited is not individual, not HUF, but yes, it is a company. Reliance Limited is a company. So the answer is company. Belgavi Municipal Corporation, what is the legal status? Belgavi Municipal Corporation is not an individual, not HUF, neither company or firm or LLP. It is a local authority. Belgavi Municipal Corporation is a local authority. Fourth, Siddheshwar Housing Cooperative Society. What is cooperative society? When certain people come together with an intention to help the needy people is known as cooperative society. They come together, it is association of persons. So Siddheshwar Housing Cooperative Society is association of persons. Coming to next, Messrs. Patiland Company, where Jaya and Jyoti are partners. We are given information that these two are partners, Messrs. Patiland Company. That means it is not individual HUF company, but yes, it is a partnership firm. Sixth one, a joint family of Manjunath, Mr. Manjunath and their sons Rohit and Rahul. It is a joint family. They have given information about a joint family. It is not individual, but yes, it is Hindu undivided family. So the answer for this is HUF. What is RCU Belgavi? It is artificial juridical person. What is a company? Legal status of what is Reliance Limited? Reliance Limited is a company. What is Belgavi Municipal Corporation? It is a local authority. And what is legal status of Siddheshwar Housing Cooperative Society? It is an association of persons. What is Messrs. Patiland Company, where Jaya and Jyoti are partners? It is a partnership firm. Sixth, a joint family of Manjunath, Mr. Manjunath and their sons Rohit and Rahul. What is the legal status of this? This is an Hindu undivided family. So this is what we have learnt in today's class, that is how to identify the previous year, how to identify the assessment year, or how to find out the legal status of persons. Okay, so what is previous year? The year in which the income is earned is previous year, and the year in which it is taxable is known as assessment year. Okay, I hope you have understood today's class. Next class we will see certain important definitions, or we will start with the concept that is called as income tax authorities. Okay.